We were like one of the first on that, were we not?
Yes, we were.
We were.
I would like all the credit for it when he's a Hall of Famer one day.
When Tua
Played he's back.
Oh, Burrow.
Tua's going to end
calm
up
down.
on that Charger team with all those players, all those backs and receivers. Tua's going to be winning 13 games as a rookie. You guys watch. Joe Burrow's going to be pulling himself off the turf for getting sacked for the 9th time.
The Bengals O-line right now is just as good as the Chargers, and they're going to have a first-round pick that didn't play last year come back with Cordy Glenn. Not so sure of that.
We'll see. All right, well, the NFL draft is taking place in Las Vegas this year, and the NFL has some ambitious plans for the event. The league wants the draft stage to be on the water
What?
at the fountains at the Bellagio.
What?
Yes, Arash Markazi just put this out on Twitter. The players will be transported to the stage by boat.
Oh, good God.
There will be a draft theater and viewing section for fans next to the Caesars Forum. And parts of the strip will be closed to traffic during the 3 days of the draft to accommodate the expected attendance of over 400,000 fans.
Oh, my God. Really? 400,000 fans?
Well, you remember Nashville last year.
It was crazy.
It was insanity. So what do you think Vegas is going to be?
Oh, my. And they're going to boat them out there?
I mean, I've been to Nashville. Vegas is easier to get to. Yeah. And the NFL is making their presentation for approval today.
This was one of the great moves. This was one
I
of the
love
great
it.
moves the NFL ever made.
Yes.
We're going to move the draft.
It's a great idea. And the presentation has been incredible. Which is probably why they're expecting 400,000 people.
I kinda
now
I
the
wanna go
strip
to it.
being shut. You're gonna go on the
I
strip?
lie. This sounds fun.
It does sound fun. It also sounds crazy. But yeah, so they'll be floating to the stage by boat. I mean, if it's going to be in Vegas, you might as well be ridiculous. Why not? You know. But I'm looking forward to that. So that we'll see what the whole presentation is, I guess, later today. So the Rockets are in a funk right now. They lost 4 straight games for the first time this season. The 112-107 loss to the Thunder last night came after Houston blew a 15-point lead with less than 7 minutes to go. And Mike D'Antoni did not mince words when he was describing the state of his team right now.
Right now, we're in a period where something's going to go bad, it goes bad. And when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring. We can choose either to fight back, keep your head up. That's a choice. That's our choice. You can choose to not listen to the noise. You can choose to look at yourself and do better. I'll do the same. Everybody does the same. We're fine. But if we don't do that and then we start listening or questioning or doing this and that, then we all have problems.
Yes, Westbrook and Harden don't play well together. I'll tell you that when they're on the floor. Individually, they're both very good.
Well, they're 26-16 right now.
Ooh.
Westbrook actually became the second player to record a triple-double against every NBA team. The first was LeBron. He's still second in all time behind Oscar Robertson in triple-doubles. James Harden didn't have a good night last night. He was 1 of 17 from the three-point line. So that tied a personal record for most missed threes in the game.
I'm not going to be negative today. How about let's be positive? The Oklahoma City Thunder were supposed to have 8 wins this year. It is Steven Adams, Chris Paul, a bunch of kids. They play hard every night. They've been the shock of the league.
No, they're 7th in the West right now, right behind the Rockets.
That makes no sense. By the way, who left the Thunder? Oh, Westbrook. And the Thunder are 1 spot back?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably going to even out by the end of the season.
I don't
Let's
see
not
that.
get too crazy, but it's just, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on the Rockets, but I just think it starts with they're doing better than I thought they were going to be, considering the chaos at the beginning of this season. So that's at least simmered down, but they're going to have to get back on track, and that's going to be on Harden and Westbrook to get that together.
The Thunder lost a player that wasn't as good as everybody thinks.
I don't think that's how it's going to be at the end of the season.
Like that to me.
But you didn't have the Rockets making the playoffs, right?
I had the Rockets, I don't recall, missing the playoffs.
Yeah.
By the way, that's right. You're right. I said Rockets don't make the playoffs, and the Warriors fell apart, and I'm like, they're probably an 8 seed. So I have the Rockets at 8. It's funny how they're trending.
Well, we'll see. Finally, Mahomes has been nothing short of incredible throughout the Chiefs' playoff run. He's going to suit up for Super Bowl 54 in Miami as the 5th youngest quarterback to ever start in that game. Dan Marino, Ben Roethlisberger, David Woodley, and Jared Goff are the only quarterbacks who have started a Super Bowl younger than Mahomes.
I remember Big Ben
at 24.
Yeah, he got that Seahawk. Remember that that was the worst officiated Super Bowl of all time.
Yeah, did not have a good stat line in the Super Bowl. It was 9 of 21, 123 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and 22.6 passer rating, which is the lowest for a winning quarterback in Super Bowl history. But Patrick Mahomes actually has more starts than Jimmy Garoppolo's. Jimmy Garoppolo is 28 years old. Patrick Mahomes has 35 starts. Yeah. Jimmy Garoppolo has 28. Obviously, that's, due to injury, and they both sat. Jimmy Garoppolo sat longer than Mahomes. But actually, the 49ers have the 12th youngest team in the league collectively, and the Chiefs have the 16th youngest team in the league. 25.7, that's the average age for the 49ers, and 25.9 for the Chiefs. So two very young teams in this league, because we were just discussing how does a bye work for a younger team. Now, obviously, there's some very good vets on both teams.
And the vets on both teams are big boy football.
What I like about this game so much is that it really is balanced. Like you were just mentioning last year with the Rams and the Patriots, I thought the Rams would play better than they did, obviously, but that was all through Todd Gurley. But it was an imbalanced Super Bowl when you look at the experience. Obviously, we felt that the Rams had a lot of talent, but this experience on the other side of the ball with the Patriots was just insurmountable. I mean, you had Gronk and Belichick, obviously, and Brady going up against Sean McVay and Goff in their first Super Bowl. I don't feel that way. Shanahan's been played in a Super Bowl and lost terribly, so he knows how to prepare for this. Obviously, Andy Reid has been there before. Yeah. Neither Patrick Mahomes or Garoppolo have been there before and are both young and don't have that pretty equal amount of experience. So I think it's going to be a very balanced game. It doesn't have the same feel as last year.
Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie
Byron
News.
Scott, the former Nets and Lakers coach, going to be stopping on by to close out the show today. Look forward to that. Some interesting stuff developing in the NBA. How about Oklahoma City? No Westbrook, Chris Paul off an injury. They've been unbelievable. Celtics hammered the Lakers last night. It's a new year. You want to 2020. Let's just say in 2020, you have a couple openings for your company. You lost a couple of really good employees, and you want to find a couple of new employees out there. And, the market, there's 3.6% unemployment. There's a lot of good people working right now, and maybe you're looking, you can't find somebody. This is where ZipRecruiter comes in. Powerful matching technology. Send your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards, and as application comes in, ZipRecruiter analyzes each one and spotlights the top candidates. And then they invite them to apply to your job. In fact, ZipRecruiter is so effective, 4 out of 5 employers who post get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. Web address is exclusive and free. Go to it now, ZipRecruiter.com/herd, H-E-R-D. ZipRecruiter is the smartest way to hire. Within a day, 4 out of 5 employers who post find a quality candidate.